In today's video, Ashley Trevino gets called out by a live streaming tea page, and she's starting to make me really sick. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama and Ashley Trevino. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. In today's video, Ashley Trevino is being called out by what I believe is a TikTok tea page, and his name is Shelby Say So or something like that. And you're going to see during the course of this video that Shelby is going to do some back and forth with Ashley that I do think is kind of toddler-like behavior, but you know, he's doing the best he can with the material he has in front of him, I guess. You know, Ashley's kind of like this weird childlike behavior, so it's kind of hard to talk to her on an adult level anyway. Overall, I think Shelby did a great job with trying to have Ashley answer to some of the things she's done in the past, and he himself even takes accountability for some things that he's done on TikTok that wasn't really appropriate, and hopefully Ashley will look back on that and learn from it, but we all know that's just wishful thinking. But anyway, let's get into the first clip.
Did he just call me a gremlin?
She's so desperate for attention that she's watching a tea page that has 26 viewers, where she could be spending time getting new extensions and taking a shower. Look at her over there brushing her little 3 bristles of hair, children, and buying them beds.
Why do they want to see my table?
Well, we need to know where it's at so that they know where to come pick it up at, because I know that bill ain't been made. Patricia, when are you gonna start filming that Netflix show, though? That's what because she's probably sitting at home searching herself to see your team of lawyers sitting in the room with you, because that's the only.
Okay, look, I'm sorry, that's funny. He literally said that she's probably at home watching herself on TikTok. She was literally at home watching herself on TikTok. That's hilarious. And it's also hilarious that he refers to her lawyers as Temu lawyers. Like, we all know that I love calling her lawyers Temu lawyers, her merch Temu merch, her personality a Temu personality, her extensions Temu extensions. Everything about her just screams Temu, and I find it a little comical that I'm not the only one that refers to anything associated with Ashley as Temu certified.
Your team of lawyers sitting in the room with you, because that's the only.
So are you gonna take this serious or what? I'm being for real. Like,
Okay, do you want to smell it or what?
Smell what?
You know.
Babe, we don't have the time to wait for you to lift all that up to get to it.
Listen, that was kind of funny. It was so funny that even Ashley laughed, and I'm sure you could kind of see I had to cover her mouth. I cannot physically look inside her mouth anymore. She's absolutely disgusting to me. She's just gross, and I can't do it. So you guys can all thank me in the comments because I'm saving you from having to look down her throat too. Ew. Stop sending her money. In this next series of clips, Shelby's going to call out Ashley for some of her bad behavior, and well, she just sits there looking stupid. Allegedly?
Ashley, you've been in that house for over a year and they still don't have
It's been a year.
When did you move in there? Play with your pussy with me, babe. Yeah, you got the right one on the wrong day. Not you got a harassment and bullying.
What do you want to tell me?
It's not. I want you to answer for the shit. Why do you neglect your children? Where are they at? Why are you sitting there with?
Oh, they're very well taken care of right now. It's not your
By
business.
who? Not by you.
You should mind your business like we mind ours, okay? We mind our business and you should do the same.
Okay, wait a minute. Look, I have to stop it right there. First of all, Ashley, you can't tell anybody to mind their own business. You are putting your life on the internet. You go live every single day. People see what you eat every single day. People see what you do every single day. People see that you don't take care of your kids every single day. People see that you try to chase young men around every single day. People see that you're disgusting every single day. You put your life out to the public, out to the world. The world can see what you do every single day. So you can't sit there and tell people to mind their own business or whatever the fuck you said, because I can't remember, because I don't really care that much. But you can't sit there and tell people that they can't do something when you're the one putting the content out to the world for everyone to see, you weirdo.
You were minding your business whenever you were watching me on live? Because I wasn't watching you. I was talking to
here. Oh, no, you were watching me. I
know they're not there because they're never there.
Yeah, they are. They are here all the time.
Except they just happen to not be there right now.
What?
They're here all the. Do you not?
I was talking to my friend.
That comprehension isn't your strong suit. I was talking to my friend. Right. Okay.
Yeah, right.
So I understand comprehension isn't your strong suit, but you just said my kids are here all the time.
They are here all the time.
And then in the same breath said, but they're not here right now. And they're well taken care of, but by who?
Who died and made you God? Because you are nobody.
Okay.
You're nobody. And he even thinks that's funny.
Oh my God. She is so fucking weird. Like what is that laugh? Like, I try not to get rage baited by her, but she, like, I don't know if it's what happened this past weekend. This kind of like got me on edge with her. I'm sure you guys already know by now the fact that she exposed herself once again on live.
Up here, okay? Yeah, Ash, oh my God.
Don't worry, I'm doing that story, but give your girl a minute, because too much of her is going to make me just even more sicker, and I'm never going to get better, and I want to get better. But here Ashley is once again using these stupid 5th grade insults with this grown man. Like, this lady has the mental capacity of a grave. She is somebody, like, if you saw her like in real life and you tried to have an adult conversation with her, her brain would explode, because she doesn't know how to form a thought past, do you want to know how it smells? Like, that is the first thing that she says to every male on planet Earth. She is so embarrassing. See, this is what happens when you take somebody who craves attention, who seeks attention, who lives by being someone who has attention, and you don't give them attention. She reminds me of, like, did you ever see those girls in school? Like, you would be doing your work and you would look up to, like, look at the chalkboard or the whiteboard or whatever board, whatever. And you look up and you, like, look over and you see, like, the weird girl in the corner staring at you. And then you're like, oh, okay, weird. And then you go back to doing your work. And then you look up again because you need to copy the notes. Did you guys ever have teachers like that made you copy down all the notes? Like, that was such a waste of time. Anyway, and then you look up and, like, the weirdo's still looking at you. Like, Ashley is that weirdo. Ashley is that weird girl that stands with her back up against the wall and just stares at everybody as they walk by because she wants their life. Ashley, in my opinion, never got attention. She didn't get attention from her parents. She didn't get attention from family members. She didn't get attention from kids at school. She most certainly didn't get attention from boys at school. As soon as one boy gave her attention, she ended up marrying him and having those 2 beautiful girls that she doesn't pay attention to. Like, she does not seem to understand that people don't like her. And the reason why people don't like her is not because she is this person that everybody wants to be like. They don't like her because she is a genuinely certified, in my opinion, bad person. Allegedly.
He is a nobody.
I'll be a nobody a week. Because I don't know if you...
Clock that.
You're crazy.
Okay, look. Yes, I'm stopping again. Because she literally goes, you are a nobody. Clock that, clock that. Like, that is so fucking stupid. That is so immature. Lady, you are pushing 40. You talk like a toddler. You are a moron. You remind me. Okay, so you guys know that movie 8 Mile, right? With Eminem, and there's the battle at the end where Eminem is telling Clarence, like, I know everything you're gonna say about me. I am white trash. I am broke. I do live with my mom. You did mess with my girl, blah, 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 whatever the rap is.
I know everything he's about to say against me. I am white. I do live in a trailer with my mom. My boy Future is an open time. I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps. And we, I'm still standing here screaming fucking free world.
Well, Ashley is Clarence. Ashley is a nobody that wants to be somebody. You can literally, like, you can guess what she's going to say before she says it because she has nothing original. She says the same shit over and over. She laughs at herself. She tries to emulate this person that is like sought after, even though nobody really wants to be around her. She is so predictable. And you'll see as this interview goes on, or this conversation, or whatever you want to call it, goes on, that she is just more and more ridiculous.
How many views do you have?
Like viewers?
Yeah. Well, isn't that what I said? How many views?
How many views do I have?
How many people are watching you?
Viewers is the correct
I'm sorry
word.
You don't understand.
No, I'm sorry that you don't speak
are
proper
watching
English.
your live.
In this next series of clips, Shelby is going to ask Ashley to take responsibility for the racist statements that she said, more specifically the things that she said about Mohammed, who, if you don't know, is the man that her ex-husband, the husband that she had a crush on when he was 9 and she was 15, remember him? Yeah, so when he was 15, he unalived Mohammed during a robbery gone wrong, or maybe a premeditated unaliving. I don't really know the full story behind it, but what I do know is that Mohammed, as well as his family, deserves respect, because nobody should have to be without their father, and nobody should have to lose their life over a couple of dollars. But of course, Ashley's just gonna roll her eyes because she doesn't really care about anybody but herself and Isaiah, maybe, allegedly, who really knows.
I want to talk about the racist stuff. I don't know why you roll your eyes at stuff like that.
In this next series of clips, Ashley's going to tell her viewers that she had a miscarriage last summer and didn't get the opportunity to bring a wanted baby into the world. But don't worry, I had time on my hands because I'm sick, I'm at home, I don't have anything else to do. So I searched the interwebs and I found the clip from a live back this past summer where she admits to having an abortion. And I don't know if Ashley realizes this or not, but an abortion and a miscarriage are two separate things. And it's your body, your choice, Ashley. However, don't disrespect all the women of the world who actually did have miscarriages and did want to be a parent to a child that they didn't get the opportunity to bring into this world, because it's not the same thing as willingly giving up your child to an abortion.
How about we talk about the baby that I lost? How about we talk about all the abuse that I endured during my marriage?
Talk about it.
How about we talk about all the cheating? How about we talk about all that? How about we talk about that, Shelby?
Go for it. This is your platform, and you've.
How about we talk about that? I lost a baby last summer that I really wanted to bring into this world.
Oh wait, you're on live. Okay, never mind.
Nobody was supposed to know that I had an abortion. And he literally just told everybody that I had an abortion. But I had an abortion because I didn't want to have his baby.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's the look on her face for me, like, girl, how can you sit there with a straight face and say that you had a miscarriage when you've already admitted to the world that you had an abortion? They're not the same thing. And the fact that she can sit there straight face and look into the camera in her phone with that stone cold face really makes me more concerned for Ashley than I ever have been before. I've said this in previous videos that I think that Ashley's an opportunist and that she just kind of uses opportunities to get views. And I've also said that if she's not an opportunist and if this is who she really is as a person, she's even more dangerous than I think she could be. And I don't know what that means exactly. I just have a really bad feeling about what potentially could come to Ashley in the future. That's all I'm saying. In this next series of clips, Ashley is insulting somebody named Kira, saying that she looks like the Grudge. I don't know who Kira is, but I'm sure she probably doesn't look like the Grudge. And I'm fairly confident that she's probably prettier than Ashley. Then she goes on to say some other weird shit, refusing to answer questions about the racist stuff, and then makes more of those 5th grade insults towards Shelby. Stop sending her money. Ooh.
Do you not know that I used to get dragged down the hallway?
Sure.
You kind of look like Kira.
I'm sorry?
You kind of look like Kira.
I look like Kira?
Yeah.
I could only dream.
She's ugly. She looks like the Grudge. Right?
That's wild coming from you. Say racist shit to be funny? Is it... Hello? So, just you didn't mean it, really, is what you're saying.
What did I just say? Are you not listening? Can you open your ears, take the earwax out?
I know you're not implying that I'm the dirty one in this conversation.
I'm just freaking saying.
Get off your phone texting a fake boyfriend.
Hold on. I'm not take.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. I also don't think that the black viewers on this app enjoyed hearing you say the N-word. And I don't think that the Mexican people enjoy you.
I already apologized to everybody.
But you didn't, though.
I did, though.
You not feel any, like, sense of responsibility of the influence that you have over, like, maybe girls on the internet?
Hold on. I'm going to mute so I can fart real quick. Okay. It's back.
It's back. It's back. It's back. Girl, you said it, not me. In this next clip, Shelby is talking to Ashley about taking responsibility for the things that she does on live. He even proceeds to show her a video where a little girl is emulating Ashley. And of course, Ashley doesn't think she has any accountability for things that other people do on live based off of the things she's done on live.
It's back.
That was, you farted that whole time? I'm being so looking for real right now. That wasn't even a joke, bro.
Did you feel the earthquake?
Actually, I feel the earthquake when you breathe. Like alone at night.
God.
What?
He's like, yeah, you're not ready. Okay. And then he's like, but hold up, one more question.
No, I was sending myself a video to my other phone so that I could hear it.
Oh, you're
texting yourself. Yeah. See how easy it was for me to admit that and not lie about it? Flash your chi-chis, you played with yourself.
Did you enjoy that?
Absolutely the fuck not.
I can't sit there and say.
No, you have the responsibility of your behavior.
Okay, but let me finish. Okay.
Yeah, let me see your phone.
So when I was in Houston, I did meet a lot of young teenagers, and I did tell them, like, I want to change my platform for y'all.
Okay, wait, I know I'm stopping before we really even get into the clip, but the fact that this lady says that she saw young fans in Houston and she told them that she's going to change and have better content or whatever the hell she says because she knows that they're watching, then the very next weekend, she goes and exposes not only her top half, but her bottom half too. Girl, like, you are disgusting. You know that little kids are watching you and you still do these nasty things. And then you wonder why people call you a PDF file.
I did tell them, like, I want to change my platform for y'all. Because I realized then, like, that there was a lot of young people that watch me, like college people and all this and that. But again, my lives sometimes are not suitable for younger than 18, 21-year-olds. So it's the parents that should actually watch what their kids are watching on TikTok.
Wait, no. Sorry, one more time. Yes, it is the parents' responsibility. However, I do believe there's an option for you to put not suitable for over 18 or you can put that in your little description, or that stupid shit that comes up on the lives that says join my team or whatever. I know that there's some kind of disclaimer that you can put there, so don't sit there and say that it's just on the parents, Ashley. It's also on you. You are the person exposing yourself on live. I still don't understand why this lady hasn't been permanently banned from TikTok, but whatever.
So your answer to that is that it's the fault of the parents because they're the ones that allow them to watch it, right?
I mean, if they're 7 years old, then maybe.
Okay. You don't take no responsibility for what they're reenacting?
I mean, I've never seen anything pop up on my FYP, so I can't say what I do or I don't, because why would their parents even tell them to be acting like Ash Trevino? Like, that's one thing.
It's not their parents. It's random men on the internet.
Okay,
I'm about
so
to show
these
you.
random men have no say, then call the police and tell the police. It's not my fault.
In this next clip, Ashley says that she's never said she was an influencer, but of course, I'm going to debunk that.
It's not my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. I just asked if you think that.
You said.
I asked because you have influence. You call yourself famous. Therefore, there comes a responsibility with that, Ashley, that you can't seem to grasp. You want all the bells and whistles of being an influencer, but you don't want to be an influencer.
No, I'm not an influencer. I don't influence nothing. Guys, this is what the life of partying fucking does to you. Okay? I've never had this type of life before. I've always had a 9 to 5. And so now I have a free life. And I just literally go shopping and just, you know. Well, you know what? When you're an influencer, it's different. When you're an influencer, it's different, okay? I'm not acting like I'm a teenager, but I'm an influencer, so you have to do things like this. No, I'm not an influencer. I don't influence nothing. I'm a streamer. And I've said that earlier.
Nope. You referred to yourself as
I am actually a
mini
streamer.
Kim Kardashian. Did you not? Were you not? What were you calling yourself earlier? Ashley what?
Why are you worried about it?
Why am I worried about what?
I'm a streamer. I'm not an influencer. I don't influence nothing.
But you do. Whether it's for good or for bad.
I don't.
Okay.
In this next segment, Ashley is asking Shelby if he enjoyed her show on TikTok Live.
Because you allow your children, and your parents allow your children to go live.
Well, they already know they're not supposed to go live, and that is.
Well, they do. Well, they do. So maybe you should be watching your children and monitoring your children. The way you just said, those kids who are on the internet, parents should be monitoring them, right? That's what you said.
I've already talked to my parents and my kids about that, and they know. Were you here whenever I called them and told them they better be off live?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, well, then too bad you missed out.
I imagine I didn't miss a whole lot.
Well, sorry.
Okay, but I think everybody wants to know, like, what's the angle? What are you gonna? Do you have anything coming up? Are you redoing your merch? Or you?
I might put like a picture of me and you, and then put like besties forever or something. Oh, did he freeze again? Oh, he froze.
No, I was sending myself a video to my other phone so that I could hear it.
Oh, you're
yeah. See how easy it was for me to admit that and not lie about it, and not then claim that the lie detector test was. Huh?
Because I do the same that you do.
Do what?
I literally.
I only had to do that because I'm on live right now. I don't just do that to remind myself of stuff for later.
Oh my god, I really got to poop.
Go poop. You do everything else on camera. You flash your chi-chis. You play with yourself. You.
Did you enjoy that?
Absolutely the fuck not.
I know you did. That's why you're on me.
That's why what?
That's why you're on TikTok with me right now.
It's because what?
It's okay, puppy.
If that wasn't disgusting enough, in this next clip, Shelby is going to show Ashley proof of little kids trying to emulate Ashley based off of the things that she's done on live.
If you send me a galaxy, I'll let you guys join it. I'm going to show you guys my new note.
Just listen.
Of course, Santos has seen it.
Honestly, if you're younger than 13 or whatever, you should not be on TikTok, honestly. And I've never even seen a video like that, so I didn't know what you were talking about.
I didn't say you did. I brought it to your attention so that you knew that the things that you do and say have an impact on young people. And I think that you could use your platform. I think you could use your platform to far better influence.
Okay, so nobody knows what the hell either one of them said because they were both talking over each other. But the fact that Ashley doesn't seem to care that Shelby brought this to her attention, you can tell based off of the movement of her ugly ass lips flapping in the wind that she's not taking accountability. She's not taking ownership. She's just defending herself with her stupid ass preschool words. And the fact that she doesn't really seem to care is like really disgusting. But don't worry, in this next part of the video, she's going to tell everybody to go tell this 7-year-old that she shouldn't be on TikTok. Stop sending her money.
I brought it to your attention so that you knew that the things that you do and say have an impact on young people. And I think that you could use your platform. I think you could use your platform to far better influence.
Why don't everybody go ask her where her parents are?
Because she's a 7-year-old child.
Okay, so she shouldn't have TikTok.
I agree.
Really
But she also shouldn't have adults talking about their new or making songs about it. You've seen it with your underage fans at your little Timu meet and greets.
No, but I'm 36 years old, and this is.
And you have high schoolers coming to see you to take pictures.
Exactly, and that's why
That's weird.
I told them whenever I was in Houston.
What do you tell them? Don't look. Why didn't you look to her?
In this next clip, Shelby is trying to get Ashley to take accountability for some of the things that she's done. And of course, we all know Ashley's just not going to do that. However, Shelby does take accountability for messaging her daughters.
So this doesn't have to be like you get really defensive when you know that when you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong though. It's the truth.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
It is wrong. The same way it was wrong for me to message your daughter, it is wrong for you to engage with children at any function.
I'm not saying that he should have messaged Ashley's daughters. He most certainly should not have messaged her daughters for any reason. And he does try to go on to explain the reason why he did this. I still don't think that was a valid reason. If anybody thinks that those girls are in danger, the thing that they should not be doing is messaging them. They are minors. They should be taking that up with the local law enforcement or the correct agencies that handle those situations. But going and messaging Ashley's daughters is absolutely inappropriate. But at least he's attempting to take accountability for it.
The same way it was wrong for me to message your daughter, it is wrong for you to engage with children at any function.
Or
on this platform. Ashley, you in El Paso,
I did not ask all these people to show up.
In El Paso, when those 2 children showed up at your fake Tia's house, you ran outside to them, you told them to DM you and that you wanted to take them to lunch. You then, 30 seconds later, when you went inside, admitted that they were young teenagers.
Because that's all that follows me. If you didn't see us at the casino, that's
my point, and you're aware of it.
Okay, but I don't ask them to sit here and send me this. Send me.
You have to have at least a little bit of.
Again, like I said, I've already talked to my viewers, and I've already told them what I told them in person, and that's that. None of your business or TikTok's business.
It is though, because you're a public figure.
Not though.
You're doing it on a public platform.
No, I'm doing it outside of TikTok. And I told them what I told them.
In this next clip, Shelby is once again trying to get Ashley to talk about the things that she said on live about Mohammed's daughter. Ashley is once again not taking responsibility for the things that she does, but instead is blaming everyone else.
Like 2 weeks ago, I think, when you were talking to the daughter of Mohammed.
I'm not going to talk about that.
Why not?
Because she came at me wrong, so I came at her harder. I'm not going to talk about that.
How did she come at you wrong? I'm not
going to talk about that.
So, do you see why people maybe get upset?
Yeah, but I don't sit here and steal money from people for medical bills and then get back with somebody.
How are you going to sit here and say that you're not going to talk about that, then go ahead and say that she allegedly did something that's criminal?
So yeah, I'm not going to talk about that because I can say a lot about her.
You're saying that's so you're saying that about her, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about her. I'm not going to give her a platform. She is who she is, and that's that. I've already talked about it. I'm not doing it again.
But you're genuinely sorry, though, for saying that, or no? I'm really asking. I don't know. I was dealing with my own shit because I don't know if you know this, but I was at that time being drugged across the internet as a child predator for reaching out to your daughter to see if she was okay because I thought she was in a dangerous situation. So, which I regret. I'm so I really am. I've said this earlier and I'll say it again. I am sorry for reaching out to your kid. Not my place. So I was kind of dealing with my own stuff.
Okay, well, I apologize that they were dragging you through the mud too.
No, I mean, no, it was rightfully so. I shouldn't have messaged the kid.
Okay, so here Shelby is kind of elaborating a little bit more about the situation where he reached out to Ashley's daughters. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think this could be the situation where Ashley was once again drunk on live and Aviana was also on live, and Aviana's trying to get her mom to engage with her live, and instead of engaging with her live, she starts cussing and calling Aviana's viewers little bitches and hoes and stuff like that.
Ass bitch.
¿Qué pasó?
I like cussed them out with their mama and everything. I said, pull up, mofo, with your ugly mama. Mother cat.
Okay, cállate ya que te voy a chingar en tu cara.
Like, I literally was cussing out them.
I was trying to hear, but your music was too damn loud.
Like, pull the fuck up, bitch. Gotta on me. Fuck
Cállate, güey, ya no digas más palabras.
So, like, everybody was really concerned for Aviana during this point. I know a couple of people did call law enforcement, but law enforcement proceeded to tell these people, because there's clips on TikTok, but they proceeded to tell people that, you know, the girl's 13, she has a phone, she can call her granddad, blah, blah, blah. And although I think that's bullshit, I do think that the police should have went and did a wellness check on Aviana, especially since you could see in the live clips that Ashley is cussing and yelling and slamming doors. Like, it does appear to be an overall unsafe situation. So if this is the instance where Shelby messaged Aviana, I'm not going to sit here and say that he should have done that, but I can definitely understand the concern for Aviana and the situation that she was potentially being put into. Because once again, remember I said, there's just something about Ashley that makes me think that one day she might allegedly go off the deep end, in my opinion.
It could shake you and like help you understand that, like, if you would address these things in a genuine, like, deflection way, you could really like make ground with people and heal a little bit, because you're so angry.
You know, there's something that Shelby does say right here. He says that if Ashley would just take accountability for the things that she said and she's done, and really made a change for not only her viewers, but her kids as well, that people might start to actually come around and give Ashley a second chance. Because we all know that cancel culture isn't real. You can't really cancel anybody. You can only cancel yourself by not going back online, by not going live anymore, by not posting videos to TikTok or whatever the case is. You can't really be canceled. Like, sure, accounts can get taken down off of YouTube, like the 8 Passengers account, or TikTok accounts can be permanently banned. Things like that can happen. But that's not really being canceled. That's more being held accountable for your actions. And I don't think it should be labeled canceled, because it's so much bigger than that, in my opinion. There's actual accountability, and you can't just go away for a few months and come back because your platform is completely gone. But I've said it before, Ashley is going to have followers. She's going to have those weird, creepy followers that have bad intentions, but she's also going to have followers like prison wives, prison girlfriends, or girls that have just come from nothing that want to be something on TikTok. She is going to have followers, and she does have an opportunity to turn things around. Although I don't think she ever will. And even if she did try to turn things around, she's always going to be known as the bad TikTok mom, the TikTok person that exposes herself. Wait, you know what? Never mind. Forget everything I said. She's never going to change because she just exposed herself a few days ago on TikTok Live. Anyway, in these next couple of clips, I've taken some of my favorite parts of the Shelby Ashley interview, and we're going to have a look at them.
I'm here to stay forever.
Not on that diet, babe. You know who Miss Piggy is? Because I've never seen y'all in the same room before, and that's crazy. You know what pisses me off the most is that you really felt like you ate that. You felt like
I really did eat that though.
We know you ate, for sure.
But what do you guys think about today's video? Do you think that Ashley is ever going to turn her life around and be the influencer that we all deserve? That didn't sound right coming out of my mouth. Or do you think that Ashley's just going to continue to show herself on TikTok Live and try to date 20-year-olds because, well, they're the only people stupid enough to give her more than 5 minutes of their time? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. Ashley Trevino decides to show us everything she's working with, and I think we're all traumatized. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama and Ashley Trevino. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. In today's video, I am finally covering the infamous live stream where Ashley Trevino showed us her milk duds, her noo-noo, and her flat booty. Ugh. In this first clip, Ashley is just getting started with this live stream. At this point, the storyline, Ashley has brought home this guy we now know as Hunter, and she's basically changing and just being super weird.
Hold on. Let me change real quick. Stop looking at me.
Get out the camera. What the hell?
I can't look at the camera. What the hell did you say? No, because he's gonna want something. He can't have it.
Tell her I don't want that noo-noo.
Well, if you can't tell, this night's going a little differently than Ashley had planned. She literally says to the guy something about wanting her noo-noo. I don't really know because I try not to listen too much because, you know, my ears might bleed, allegedly, in my own opinion. Whatever. Anyway, Hunter says, I don't want the noo-noo. But there's something that she says right after that that is kind of scary to me. Okay, so when we watch the next part of this clip, I want you to think about like the creepiest date you've ever been on. You got it in your mind? Okay. So think about the person sitting across from you at dinner or at the movies or whatever you guys are doing on this date from like your worst nightmares, right? There's something that she says that reminds me of something like a creepy guy or a creepy girl would say after this date from hell. And it's really weird.
I don't want that noo-noo. Tell her I don't want the noo-noo.
Oh, you don't want the noo? You really? You're gonna really say that?
No. Not too loud.
After my house just got vandalized, you're really gonna say that?
I'm just singing.
Okay.
Did you catch that? She goes, okay, well, Hunter goes, oh, I don't want the noo-noo. And she goes, really? You're going to say that? You don't want my noo-noo after my house was vandalized? Like, okay. So it reminds me of like, you know, those weird guys or weird girls, whatever the case may be, where after a date, they're like, yeah, so, you know, are you going to give me the noo-noo because I bought you a $5 milkshake? You know, like something weird like that. I don't know. It creeps me out, makes me feel weird. It gives me nightmares. And hopefully you don't have nightmares. But if you do, Don't blame me, blame Ashley Trevino.
Ash, I got drunk tonight. Are you proud of me?
Who's not drunk tonight?
I'm drunk.
You're drunk? I'm proud of you,
I
baby.
6 of these.
I'm proud of you. You're
I'm
drunk.
Patricia right now. I'm not Breaky. I'm Patricia right now. Patricia's my alter ego.
So are you proud of me? Because I'm kind of drunk. Am I like little? Like,
Well, yeah, bitch, because we FaceTimed at what, 7?
Look, we don't body shame here, or try not to. Do I sometimes? Maybe, but sorry, nobody's perfect. But how does your backside get that flat? Like, she's a chunky monkey girl. No hate, no shade. But how is a plump backside also a flat backside? Ugh. So you're also going to notice that in some of the clips, I have taken a lot of time blurring out all of the inappropriate things from her doing weird stuff with her milk duds, her nunu, and her mouth. So as always, make sure you thank me in the comments, because that took a really long time. In this next part of the video, Ashley is basically showing everyone on live stream that is watching her nunu, her hoo-ha, her vajayjay, her pee-pee spot, whatever you want to call it. It's gross. It's disgusting. There are minors watching. She has said, if you watch my last video, she said that she knows that minors watch her on this app. So she knows minors are watching, and this is what she decides to do. And this is what started the beginning of Ashley being banned on TikTok. And I know a lot of people think she's been banned on TikTok. I am going to do a deep dive into that whole storyline. The reason why I've been waiting so long to do that is because I had a feeling that she would not be banned. And as of the recording of this, the day I'm recording this, Ashley's biggest account, or one of her biggest accounts, was actually reinstated back to her. So if you guys want to hear that story, let me know in the comments below. In these next few clips, Ashley's going to show basically everything she's working with.
And ya estabas peda ya. I could jump on your level though.
I'm kind of drunk tonight.
You want to know how to smell?
Oh, she's funny. She's funny.
You secret man. He knows it smell well.
He doesn't know how it smells yet.
Oh, yeah, but
Okay, two things. One, who are these people sending her money? Like, come on. Why are you sending her money? And what's with the corn? Like, that's kind of weird. Like, why are you sending her corn? Like, what's the meaning behind that? And two, this kid, as soon as she's like talking about like, oh, he doesn't know how it smells yet, he looked a little genuinely afraid, like, somebody come help me. How did this get so far? What happened to me? What am I doing with my life? And Hunter is going to come out a few days after all of this happens and basically start putting Ashley down and saying that, you know, when the liquor hit, a 2 looked like a 10. And you know what? That's probably true. I mean, I may or may not have had to save some of my husband's friends from 2s and 4s on cruise ships before. So, you know what, Hunter? I understand. I totally get it. And I'm sorry that nobody was there to save you when you went home with Ashley Trevino. In this next part of the clip, Ashley's laying on a bag of hot Cheetos. Like, how did you not feel that under you, girl? And Hunter is basically saying that he's from Chicago. Like, I'm sure Chicago doesn't claim you after being with Ashley Trevino. I don't know if anybody claims you. And I hope you're doing okay. Maybe get some counseling or something. I don't know.
Oh, she's funny.
ahorita sabe, ahorita. What's he eating? Hot Cheetos?
He's a little white boy.
Hot Cheetos and bean
He's
dip.
a white boy.
Period.
He's a white boy.
Of Chicano.
He just got what's it called? When you join a gang, you gotta get.
In this next clip, Ashley's explaining to her audience how she was basically thrown up against her car because she decided to get in the middle of a fight between Hunter and one of his friends at the bar where she picked him up. Stop sending her money. Ooh.
When him and his homeboy, Hunter, and his homeboy were arguing, I was in the middle of them at the bar. We were outside the bar. And his homeboy threw me. And he threw me against my car, and I fell, and I hit my head on the back of my car real
How
hard.
did he throw you? What the fuck?
Because they were arguing, and I got in the middle of them. That's how I break my nails.
Okay, wait a minute. So, look, I don't really do acrylics anymore. I haven't done acrylics in a really long time, but I used to religiously go every 2 weeks, get like a fill-in, and like once a month a whole new set, whatever. And I have broke my acrylics before, but usually when you break your nails, like it'll leave like a little part like on the nail bed itself, you know what I mean? So I know there's back and forth about if Ashley does press-ons or get acrylics, but in this clip you see that her nails are like they're gone completely. There's nothing left on the nail bed. There's no like leftover acrylic or anything like that. So that's why I lean more toward like Ashley's probably doing press-ons. I don't really care if she does press-ons or not. But the thing with Ashley is she's never going to tell the truth about anything. She's never going to tell the truth about how she gets her nails done. She's not going to tell the truth about if her Louis Vuittons and whatever else she has are fake or not. She's never going to tell the truth about if she had an abortion or a miscarriage or if there was a pew-pew and snowflakes in her bag. She's never going to tell the truth about anything. So I don't know why this lady thinks that people are going to believe her. I mean, if we didn't see extensions be put into her head or see the bulbs or beads from her hair extensions, we probably wouldn't believe that she had like that type of hair extension. We would think they're clip-ins. There's nothing wrong with clip-ins, but I'm just saying homegirl lies about everything. So do I really believe that Hunter and his friend got in a fight? Yeah, probably. Do I believe that they threw her up against the car? I don't really know.
So he threw you?
He threw me. His homie threw me. And I hit the back of my head on my car, like the back of my car, real hard. And I said, fuck, I hit my head.
Why did he throw you? That's crazy.
They were arguing, and I tried to get in the middle of them. And I tried to stop them from arguing, but they were both drunk. And so his homie threw me. And I was like, bro, I fucking hit my head. Like, what the fuck? And I wasn't bleeding, so I was like, you know what, I'm good.
But you lost 2 nails.
Well, that was a riveting entertainment, but don't worry. If you're bored, things are about to get really spicy or really gross.
You have too much bean dip?
Okay, look, so this series of clips are going to have a lot of portions that are muted out because of the music, and your girl's not trying to get a copyright claim or whatever. But basically, Hunter is like down by the like foot of the bed. I think he's like coming back from the bathroom or something like that, because there's like extended clips, but I can't play the whole extended clips because this video would be like 3 hours long. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to see Ashley's nunu for that long. But basically, Hunter is like pushes himself up or throws himself up toward the front of the bed or the top of the bed, and he puts a pillow over his head, and he goes, ew, like, ooh, or like whatever, like he's groaning or whatever. So a lot of people were saying like, oh, Ashley was trying to get him to like do some gross stuff, and he didn't want to, and he got grossed out. That's not really what happened, although that narrative is a lot more funnier. That's not what happened. I don't think. Maybe he did. I don't know. Because I can't really remember the extended clips now because I'm really traumatized. And ew, gross, yucky. So, I don't know. Is that what happened? Was he really like gonna do some nasty stuff and got like grossed out, or was he coming back from the bathroom? So if you guys saw that, let me know in the comments below, because I don't really know.
Stop, Ashley. I know.
Basically what's happening right here is Ashley's grabbing at Hunter's like region and doing some weird stuff. She's like basically pulled out her nasty ass milk dud boobies and she starts like doing weird stuff with them. Like, it's like, if you need a visual, have you ever seen like those baking shows where they're like kneading bread and the bread is like moving all around kind of like sloppily, you know, as the bread is like, you know, getting ready to go in the oven and you're like moving it around? Like, that's how that thing is flapping around in her shirt as she's moving it. It's really weird. It's really weird. It's kind of making me choke up and tear up a little bit. Trust me, you don't want to see that. But that's basically what's going on in these clips.
Ashley Trevino, stop it right now.
Babe, my nails are like fucking coming off and shit.
Guys, everybody get her. Everybody get her. Everybody tap. If y'all are new here, follow, guys. Everybody tap. Hey, stop! Ashley. This is the stuff you're supposed to do offline, not on.
I know, but I try to tell him, but he's so young. Like, he doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand that. Babe, stop.
Offline, Ashley. Offline, not on. Stop!
Babe,
I'm gonna pee on myself. I'm drunk. Wait, stop. Stop. Ashley!
oh, but all these bitches thought I was ugly, right? I couldn't get nobody, right?
Ashley, all these bitches thought you was ugly because, bitch, you are ugly. Like, girl, it's okay. So my thing with Ashley is, like, girlfriend, it's okay to be like a 0 or a 2 or a 4 or whatever. Like, on your best day, you're probably a 3.7. Like, girl, it's okay. Like, embrace that. Like, girl, I'm mid. I know I'm mid. I embrace being a mid. Some days I'm a low mid. Some days I'm a high mid. It just depends on, like, the lighting and God's grace on that day. Like, it's okay not to be like the most beautiful person in the world. The thing about you is, the reason why people say things to you is because you're always out there saying that, like, you take husbands and you can take anybody's man and you can have whoever you want. Girl, no, you can't. Girl, listen, it's okay that you look how you look. Just embrace it, girl. Like, that's the thing with Ashley. If she would just like be herself, like own who she is, and not try to be controversial and not try to be cutesy, maybe people would like her a little more. But, well, probably not, because she doesn't take care of her kids. She drinks every day. She says racist shit all the time. She's just overall a bad person. Her kids don't have beds. She has bed bugs. How do you have bed bugs but no beds? Okay, I'm getting off track here. Anyway, my point is, girlfriend, nobody really, truly, honestly, if you want to know the wholehearted truth, nobody cares if you can get a man. Nobody cares. But when you come online and you say weird shit like that, it makes people go, well, damn, when was the last time I saw her with a man? Back in June of 2023 or whenever that was, when she was with Jesse, or June of 2024. When was that? Nobody knows, because nobody really cares. But if you're going online and showing yourself every day, like, girl, we know when the last time you had a man in your house, girl. So look, nobody cares if you have a man in your house or not. What we do care about is the fact that you're showing your milk duds, you're showing your JJ, and you're showing that fat ass of yours online for little kids to see. That's what we really care about. We don't care if you went to the bar in Ennis, Texas and brought home a 2.
Why did your face look like that?
Because I'm Ash 2.0 right now. Troubles.
Okay, wait a minute. Look, how do you go from like, stop, babe, stop, to like just starting a whole conversation? Like, this is where like this part of the stream, I'm like, okay, I don't know if they're actually doing nasty behavior or trying to pretend they're doing nasty behavior. I don't really know. Like, I don't know. I've seen Reddit posts where they're like, no, like we actually saw his junk, like, and talking about it and like talking about like her and like them doing weird stuff. I have not seen those clips because I do not want to traumatize, because, well, I just don't want to see those clips because ew. But that part of the clip's just kind of weird to me. Like, and then she'll keep doing that throughout the next few clips. It's just really weird. And I just thought it's something that I should point out as we go into the second half of these nasty clips.
I know. We're back, guys. We're back. Everybody go ahead. Mercedes! Triples, Chad. Triples. I know, because Ash was shaking her chi-chi on the live. I know, guys. It's okay. We're back. You guys, we're back. Stop! That's why we got freaking restricted. Damn, I'm trying to get like you, my boy.
Stop it.
I'm trying to get like you, my boy.
So, funny story, like I told you, I met him last Cinco de Mayo, and we talked, and we kissed. And this is my little baby daddy.
Everybody lock in, chow. Whatever, at least you have somebody there. I haven't been drunk in 5 years, but today I fucking got drunk.
Ugh, her side profile is gross. Like, I can't even focus on the nasty stuff they're doing because her side profile is just making me want to gag. Allegedly. In this next part of the clip, Ashley saying, why are you so scared? And girl, what do you mean, why is he so scared? Everybody's so scared. Jesse was scared. Was there anybody after Jesse? I don't know. Whatever. Jesse was scared. Your inmate men are scared. Jesus is scared. Everybody's scared, Ashley. Everybody. Nobody wants to see your nunu. We're all scared of your nunu. Everybody is scared. It's like a nightmare. Like, Blumhouse should do a movie on your nunu because it's so scary. Allegedly?
Ashley! Guys,
Why are you so scared? Why are you so scared? Why are you scared?
Wait a minute. Okay, this is the part. Remember earlier in the video where he's like jumping up on the bed? But we didn't really have context. And I was like, what really happened here? What do you guys think happened here? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, this is it. It's in a part of the clip. I didn't even know I had that. Look, guys, I'm getting over being sick. Just work with me here. But, okay. Confirmed. She's going, why are you scared? Why are you scared? Why are you scared? And he thrusts himself up to the head of the bed and he goes, ugh. We're all scared of your nunu.
Oh, he's on the phone. Go, guys. Go, guys. Go, go, go. Got the jams right now.
Patricia! Hey, fuck that bitch heifer or what?
Yeah.
Fuck
Hell
that
yeah.
bitch heifer or what?
Eso.
It's fuck that hoe!
Hell yeah. Period.
Fuck that
Yes,
bitch
King.
heifer.
Yes, King.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, how do you have this dude like in your bed, and all of a sudden, like, what is going on here? Because she's acting like 1 minute like they're doing the freaky stuff, the next minute he's like, sounds like he's about to throw up, and then he's on the phone, and then he hops off of the phone, and he's like, yo, fuck that bitch heifer. Like, why is he talking about another woman while he's in bed with you? Like, what the hell is going on here, man? You know what? This is so fucking weird. I don't always look at the clips. Like, I'll put them together, I'll get them like tied up in a nice neat little bow the best I can, and then I live react to them with you. But there's something weird about this. Like, okay, so before, or like right when Ashley was like in the middle of getting banned, she got banned like 4 different accounts in 1 week. She was saying like, oh, make sure you subscribe to my OnlyFans or join my OnlyFans or whatever she said. So if this is the kind of content that you have on your OnlyFans, like, you should be paying people to watch it. Like, and if you are going to charge people versus paying them to watch you do spicy content, then girl, you better not charge any more than 34 cents, because you're going to be at a loss, in my opinion.
Fuck that bitch heifer.
That's right. Period, Pooh.
Alright. What is it? What is it? Damon Herrera 2002.
Shut up.
Y'all better go follow that. Y'all better go follow that. You too, Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia.
Whose drunk name is Patricia? Like, look, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. I don't know, like, I used to really like her. I don't really like her anymore, because in my opinion, she's like really weird lately. But at least like her like alter ego's name is like, it's a good alter ego name. It's like Sasha Fierce or something like that, right? How is your alter ego Patricia? Like, that reminds me of like Mad TV. Was it Mad TV or Saturday Night Live where they had that character named Pat or Patricia? Like, ew, girl.
Hey, you better check out patty cakes too. Best cakes in the world. The best cakes in the world.
Shut up.
Guys, go, go, go. Beat her, guys. Beat her, beat her.
You'll never get a better cake than patty cake.
Guys,
Don't listen to him,
he's
guys.
19.
Don't
Who
listen to
cares?
him.
He's over the age of 18.
He's how old are you, baby?
23.
He's
23.
23. What the fuck?
23.
He's 23. He's an adult.
Exactly. Thank you.
The hell?
They're probably saying you're young as fuck and you're
Listen,
underage.
he's 19, but even if he was 19, he's over 18, which means he's legal.
Ashley, we're not saying he's young as fuck. We're saying, why the fuck are you doing the things that you're doing on live where little kids are watching? That's what we're thinking. We don't give a shit about Hunter. Hunter's a 2. We don't care about Hunter. I personally think you guys look good together if he was like 20 years older and you guys were the same age, because you're both about the same grade level, you know? You're like a 1.3278 and he's a 2. Like, you guys are solid. Nobody cares how old he is, girl. Nobody's talking about how old he is. We're all used to it by now. Like, we know that you have to go after really young guys that are stupid or inmates. Like, girl, like, we know. You know what we are thinking about and what we are talking about, though? We're talking about the fact that your kids don't have beds. We're talking about the fact that you're nasty and you have bed bugs. We're talking about the fact that you don't seem to care how you put yourself out to the world. We talk about the fact that you're just gross. We talk about the fact that your family enables your bad behavior. We talk about the fact that we really hope your kids don't grow up to be like you, because that would be really sad. We talk about the fact that you don't know how to spend your money. I mean, who goes out and buys a, like, how old is that BMW? Like 10, 15 years old, and you're paying like $800 a month? girl, how you gonna make that car payment after you can't be on TikTok no more? Because I've been seeing you, girl, and you've been looking rough these last few days. But anyway, those are the things we're talking about. We ain't talking about how old he is. We don't care about that anymore. There's like bigger things to worry about. Like the fact that you're showing your hoo-ha to little kids on the internet. Allegedly.
19, he's over 18, which means he's legal.
He's 23. Calm down.
Fuck.
Fuck heifer.
Shut up.
Period.
Period.
Shut up, babe.
What's up? Yeah.
Guys, get her.
Guys, I can't have him around nobody.
Wilding out. He's speaking with his whole chest right now.
Literally, he needs to speak with something else. I'm just kidding.
Stop sending her money. Send me money instead.
Hey, who are you talking to?
Oh, wait. No, stop. I know. I just stopped it. Now I'm stopping it again. But how is she doing all this stuff on live? Like showing all of her assets and she's still losing the battle. Girl, how you like showing everything and trying to be spicy and you're still losing a battle against Heartbreaky? Ugh.
Guys, y'all can't call the cops on somebody who's 23 years old. He's literally
The cops were here one of them. The cops were here and he was with
MVP, Ashley, Mercedes with the glove, Maria,
The cops were
Kari,
here and he was
Country
with
Girl, Cat Loves Pink, Sammy, Bianca, Corazon, and Tina. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
What are you doing? Who are you calling? Who are you talking to? Your girlfriend? Your girlfriend? Your girlfriend?
Whether I'm okay with it or not, he's 23, so legally he's legal.
He is legal.
Do you guys understand that I don't make the law? I don't have to be okay with it. He's of age. He's 23.
Heartbreaky. People aren't asking you if you're okay with it because he's 23, you moron. People are asking you if you're okay with it because Ashley is allegedly exposing his private parts for little kids to see. She's on live flapping around her milk duds and showing everybody her noo-noo and her flat ass. That's what they're asking you about. They're not asking you if you're okay with him being 23. Like, are you that dumb? I'm starting to think that Heartbreaky is just as bad as Ashley.
He's over the age of 21, which means legally he can make his own decisions. He's old enough to buy a drink at a bar. So if he wants to go home with Ash Trevino, that's his problem. He's old enough.
And right now,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's drill home the point that he's 23. Once again, Heartbreaky, it's not about his age. It's about what he's doing on live with Ashley and the fact that you are condoning her behavior, even though you're trying to say you're not, because you're battling her as she's doing this behavior. If you were not battling her, Ashley probably might allegedly get off of live because nobody else is talking to her. Nobody else wants to associate with her. And you're just as bad as her. I've determined in the last 2 minutes that you are just as bad as Ashley because you are, what is it called? Like, you're an accessory to this crime, in my opinion. You're an accessory to her showing herself to people without asking their consent. And if you guys didn't know, in the state of Texas, that's against the law, even if it's done online. So if you live in the state of Texas, check into your resources. If I can find the resources, I'll leave them in the description or in the pinned comment. So if you saw this live stream and you're a minor, or you know somebody who was a minor and saw this live stream, you can actually take legal action against Ashley. In this next clip, Ashley admits to drinking and driving.
when I pulled up, the police were here. So I was like, fuck, they already caught him. Like, I was drinking and driving, you know?
In this next part of the clip, this is where allegedly Hunter is doing some things to Ashley. And Ashley's making these really gross, nasty faces. So I tried my best to blur it out. I couldn't blur out her whole face, so I at least blurred out her mouth because nobody wants to look down her throat. That's gross. That's nasty. So I was able to blur that out. but proceed with caution.
I'm not even playing. I like that song. Guys, I deadass got paid because one eye open in my fucking head. That should have stuck. I like that song low key. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, it's in my head.
Why are you fingering me right now? Why are you fingering me right now? Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? So Ashley, I don't understand how her account got restored. I don't understand this. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know TikTok's terms and conditions. But the fact that she's saying on live, why are you me? Like, you're only saying that because you want people to hear that. Now, I don't know if he was really doing that or not. I don't know. I don't care. But she's trying to portray that he's doing that. But there's no reason, in my opinion, that Ashley should have had any of her accounts restored. You know, I thought TikTok was doing a great job this past week. You know, she would make a TikTok account, it would get taken down. She would make a TikTok account, it would get taken down. She would go live, within a few hours, it was taken down. Like, TikTok was doing a really great job. I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody went on vacation at TikTok and her account just automatically got restored. I don't know if she's got somebody working on the inside that like pulled some strings for her. I don't know. But the fact that she comes on live, she can do stuff like this, and she can still keep her account that has hundreds of thousands of followers is disgusting. Why are you fingering me right now? Wait a minute. Wait, how is he doing that if he's on the phone? What? I'm so confused. Why am I so invested in this? I'm not invested in it. I just think it's gross. But she was just saying, why are you doing that to me? He's on the phone. Like, oh my God, this is so gross. Is this over yet? Is this over? I think it's almost over.
Hey! One eye open when I'm sleeping, right? That shit is stuck in my head. It's playing over and over again. MVP Marilyn, Rian, Joyce, Erica, Crows, Her, Michelle, Luisi, B, and Ellie. One eye open.
That side profile. Oh God. Anyway, in this next clip, it's the next day, and Ashley is basically trying to gaslight us into thinking that everything she did the night before was for entertainment purposes because she needs to create a show, she needs to get her views up, blah, blah, blah. But the way you don't get your views up is by showing yourself. Nobody wants to see your boobies. Nobody wants to see your vajayjay. Nobody wants to see your flat ass. Nobody wants to see any of that. Nobody really wants to see you. Like, girl, you were disgusting. You were nasty. You were gross. In my opinion.
Remember, one thing about me is that y'all can come do whatever y'all feel like y'all need to do. But in reality, I don't care if you're a troll. I don't care if you're a hater or anything like that. Whatever y'all say and clip, y'all act like I really care, because I don't. Remember, my life is not what it is on the internet, outside the internet. So, you have to do stuff and you have to act a certain way to keep those views up. And that's what I do. So, yeah. You know, like, I live my best life, and to be honest, I have a very amazing family, and I'm blessed, you know. And so that's why I'm saying, like, what y'all see on the internet is not actually who you know out here, because that's not who I am as a person. You know, I have respect and all that. But, like I said, sometimes I gotta give y'all a show and make y'all believe that I'm just this evil person, this bad mom, this bad friend, you know, all that. When in reality, I'm not. I'm a really good, humble person, actually. And another thing, my window's fixed and my door's painted. So, like I said, when you're able to fix it right away because, you know, I'm blessed, I can do that, I do it. And I will be moving, but none of y'all will know when or where. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna take the day off because I have to get some things taken care of around the house. Other than that, y'all have a good day.
What do you guys think about Ashley's next day revelation that everything she did was for show? What do you think about the fact that she said that what we see on live on the internet is not really her? But I thought Ashley wasn't a content creator, and I thought she was just a streamer. So usually when you're live streaming, that's you. That's your authentic self. That's how you act. That's how you talk. That's how you associate with other people. So do you think she's just gaslighting us or trying to make us believe her narrative? Or do you think that Ashley is a terrible person, a terrible influence on people, and should be off of the internet permanently? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. In today's video, we're having a look at the cringy interview between Camila from the Bop House and Santos. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama and Ashley Trevino. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. In today's video, we're having a look at some of the clips from the podcast between Camila from the Bop House and Santos from the Nunu. In this first clip, it looks like Camila has learned her lesson and on camera asked Santos for his permission to basically share all the clips. I think this was very smart on Camila's part, so props to her for that. But don't worry, that sentiment's not going to last long because you're going to see that this interview was nothing like the interview between her and Ashley Trevino.
Consent to all the footage I will be posting.
100% yes.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all heard it here first. So, all right.
In this first clip, you're going to see how awkward this podcast is already starting out between Camila and Santos. And I 100% blame Santos for making Camila's job really hard. But to be honest, if Camila was the professional that honestly I thought she was in the Ashley podcast, this could have turned out a lot better. This entire thing is so awkward. It's very cringe. It's very even embarrassing at some points.
How you feeling?
I have to go pee.
You have to pee. So you're nervous.
No, I'm just hot.
We're the king of San Antonio. That was a mafia boss laugh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
So if I was, what would you say to me?
Like, girl, cameras do turn off. Turn that thing off. Ask him what the hell is wrong with him. Give him some water. Give him some coffee. Give him some soda. Give him some milk. Give him some food. Whatever the hell he needs. Because the way he's acting is embarrassing you. And it actually made a lot of people question Camila's credibility. And I have to say, I was really disappointed. In this next clip, Camila is attempting to ask Santos about the SA allegations that he has recently had brought against him in the last few months.
Accused you of SA. She's accusing you of forcing her to give you a.
So basically, she's trying to blend in with the girls because
They're coming out with a lot of allegations, so she's trying to join in.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing. Like, she even texted me sorry and everything, and I called her out right after.
What did you say?
I was like, oh, I did this and that, and then she was like, no, you didn't. I'm like, but you just said it on live. Looks back like this girl knows what she's doing, trying to bring me down, and.
So that never happened.
No.
Have you ever claimed that she SA'd you?
Well, she has tried to do stuff, and I'm backing her away.
What does that mean?
She tries to kiss me and everything on the lips. I'm fine with a little kiss on the cheek or whatever on the forehead, but on the lips.
Do you think Miss Nunu thought you guys were in some sort of relationship, situationship, anything like that?
Nah,
you don't believe that she...
Nah, that's the thing,
you have done nothing to make her think you guys were in some sort of situationship. It was all business.
I mean, it's obvious that she knew it was his business.
So if you're not familiar with Santos, or you're just learning about him because his popularity is starting to rise on TikTok, basically right after the yuckiness that happened between him and Ashley Trevino, some girls came out and accused him of SA. Now, they could have come out before that, but I wasn't made aware of it until after that whole nasty live between Santos and Ashley where she was like showing her nastiness. How does this girl get away with showing her nastiness all the time? Like, help me out, people. Anyway, so this is when Ashley is on that trip with Miss Gold, Xandra, and I think it's just them two. There might have been somebody else, but I don't remember. But basically, these allegations are at least getting popularity, and it seems as though, allegedly, Ashley is trying to jump on that bandwagon and is accusing Santos of SAing her, which turned out to not be true. Most of the stuff that comes out of Santos' mouth, I don't believe. I know it's all either a skit, rage bait, or just for clout, but I do tend to lean toward believing him in this part of the podcast where he says that Ashley was like trying to give him kisses and things like that, because if you remember back to that time frame, Ashley appeared allegedly to be super obsessed with Santos. She literally missed, I think it was Christmas, because she wanted to have Christmas with him. He ended up not showing up.
Bro, I fucking hate him.
So she didn't have Christmas with anybody. Not her parents, not her kids, not her family, and not Santos. In this next clip, Camila is asking Santos a very good question. Now, I like this question. I'm glad she asked it. But to be honest with you, Santos's answer was a little shocking to me, especially considering he has SA allegations against him. But basically, Camila's asking Santos, what's one controversy that you would take away if you could? And he basically says meeting Ashley. And I don't know, that was just weird to me. Just a really weird answer. I mean, all of his answers were kind of weird, but that one stuck out to me.
Okay, all right. If you could erase one controversy from your past, what would it be?
Oh, the Nunu thing? Yeah.
You would go back on that. You would have never had that happen.
100%. Like,
really? I would say it made you pretty viral.
I was, it's not worth it.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
He would go back on the Nunu.
To be fair, maybe he doesn't consider the SA allegations controversy. Maybe he does take those more seriously, but I really thought he would say that instead of Ashley. And the fact of the matter is, if he's saying that Ashley Trevino is the controversy that he wished that he was never a part of, that says a lot about her character. And it's crazy that people that meet her after a certain point of time want nothing to do with her. Allegedly, in my opinion. In this next clip, Camila's asking Santos about the controversy with him being in the military, as well as I believe she questions him about his age. There's something about this part of the interview that really made me start to question, like, is Camila researching for her interviews? Does she have a team that researches for her? Or does she just sit down at her computer the night before and print some questions on some cardstock? Because you should know the answer to every question you're asking someone you were doing an interview with. If you were doing a podcast and you want to be seen as credible and, make a career out of this, or maybe in your case, a side hustle, you have to do your research. I'm not saying you have to know everything about Santos, but you have to know the answers to the questions, because if not only does your guest come off looking like a moron, but so do you. In my opinion, don't sue me, Camila. Overall, I like you, girl.
Military and sustained an injury, yet at 19, You mentioned having a few years of active duty. Were you on active duty for more than 6 months? Why were you discharged? In this video here.
I was over there in Brickell for 2 months.
So what is everybody saying about a fake military ID thing?
Bro, they're not, bro, it's a real military ID. The only thing I did was mess with the back part of it so I could keep doing the things I do for work. And it like,
so you were in the military
people,
or not?
People are hating. It's not their business if I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm my own grown man. I've been supporting and being independent since I was fucking 51 backwards. So I don't care about anyone's opinion if I do something or not. Y'all don't wipe my ass, and y'all don't clean my floors, and y'all don't take out my trash. So I don't.
And how did people even find out about that? Did you tell them, or they just found out?
No, I don't tell nothing to nobody. I don't even show nothing. You're not a very. I'm actually I'm medically, bro. Chat. Whatever y'all say, I don't care. I'm not gonna have to. I don't have to prove it to y'all. I've already shown y'all my medical records. I've already shown y'all my military discharge papers. Bro, I've shown y'all everything.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So I did join the military.
At what age?
17.
How old? You can't enlist until you're 18.
I was emancipated, and then I had graduated high school early.
Do you have your GED?
No, I have a high
Do you
school.
have your ID on you?
I do.
Can I see it?
This is what I'm talking about right here. If you're asking him a question about his military, his school, all these things, you should know basic information. Now, Santos had put out on TikTok that he was emancipated. So you, as a podcaster or someone who's conducting an interview, should have done a simple Google search, and that would have told you that you can go into the military at 17 if you had been emancipated. Not only that, Camilla, but you can actually go into the military at 17 as long as your parents sign a release. So these are the little things that make this podcast kind of go from, like a 10 with Ashley Trevino down to like a 4 with Santos. She's also not actively listening to Santos. He said he graduated early, and her question was, do you have your GED? If you graduate early, that means you have your diploma. But then she just starts to talk over him and ask him if he has his ID. She's just waiting for him to stop talking. Well, not really, because she's talking over him. She's just waiting to throw the next question at him. So you know that Santos is obviously not in his right frame of mind. At least let him answer a question before you start to ask him another one. In my opinion, Camilla is doing way too much talking in this podcast. Camilla is answering some of the questions or guiding Santos to some of the answers to the questions that she's asking him. If you're going to interview somebody, you have to let them talk. If you let people talk, if you just sit back and listen or pretend to listen, they're going to tell you everything you want to know. But she's not doing this in this podcast, and it just makes it a hard watch.
Yeah, it's in my glove.
Oh, in your glove. Oh, okay. Am I allowed to touch the glove?
Yeah.
Oh, is this like a famous glove?
Mm-hmm. It's the glove.
What does that mean? Ew, what does that mean? What do you mean it's the glove? What does that mean? What did you do with it?
Well, sometimes you have to get into like dark places.
What?
Like the no. I'm playing.
I'm weak. Okay. Says here you were born on. Oh my God! Your birthday's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
March 26, 2005. So it is confirmed here that is Santos' real age.
Girl, that wasn't confirmed on your podcast. That was confirmed when the cops pulled up to Ashley Trevino's house like on either Thanksgiving or Christmas. Girl, we've been on that for like 4 or 5 months.
So Ashley,
yes.
Just so you know, this gentleman is 19 years old.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, girl, you got to sit down for more than 34 seconds the night before to prepare for a podcast. These are things you should know. I'm going to say it again and again. You should know the answers to the questions before you even ask them. Like, girl, just send me an email. I'll help you out.
Awesome. So you were emancipated and then you enlisted in the military. So what happened? How long were you active for?
I think it was like active for, I believe, like a little bit more than 6 months. But
why were you discharged?
Because I got injured.
How?
I tore a muscle in the, like I don't know what it's called, but it's like it's over here in the back of my. I don't know if I can show
Your
that
hamstring?
shit. Yeah.
What? How did that happen? And what branch were you?
Air Force.
Air Force. Okay. All right. How's your leg now?
It's a little bit better. That's why I'm out of shape. You know.
Are you doing physical therapy?
No.
Oh, well, you should do physical therapy.
I'm Mexican, so I like healing with Vicks.
You're Mexican, therefore you have to what?
I use Vicks. Like, I use Vicks to...
What does that have to do with being Mexican?
Okay, look, I kind of know what Santos is saying right here with the Vicks. Like, my husband's Puerto Rican, and they have this stuff that they use. It's called Manteca Ubra or something like that. I know I'm saying it wrong, but y'all said y'all wanted me to try to pronounce these words, so there you go. You're welcome. I understand what he's saying. Like, the thing is, Santos is like fried out of his mind, allegedly, in my opinion, during this podcast. But he's basically trying to tell Camila, like, hey, like, I don't really go to doctors because, you know, I can just self-medicate, you know, whatever's going on with my hamstring myself with ointments, things like that. But he just says, yeah, Vicks. Like he sounds like a moron. But, like, I do understand what he's saying because... like, my husband would always try to put that on my shoulders and stuff. And I'm like, ew, gross. That's gross. And first of all, it stinks. Like, if you are Puerto Rican and you know what I'm talking about, like, let me know in the comments below. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that ointment smells so bad. It is so gross. But anytime my kids or I use it, or my husband use it, like, the pain is gone the next day. Like, that stuff is made of sweet baby Jesus's tears or something because it's amazing. But, like, I understand what he's talking about right there. So, I'm not going to fault him for saying that he doesn't want to go to therapy because, girl, therapy is expensive. So, in this next clip, Camila is attempting to ask Santos if he's ever done the white stuff, and he's playing dumb, and... well, just watch it.
I have proof for this one, too. Have you ever done coke?
Like Coca-Cola or...
powder?
Nah.
In this next part of the clip, there is going to be like an old friend or old girlfriend or something like that that is basically saying that she is a witness to Santos going skiing. And I just want to put a disclaimer right here. This is not confirmed. He has never been charged with any kind of drug charge or anything like that. So your girl's not trying to get sued. So this is all alleged. Nothing in this next clip is stated as fact. Blah, blah, blah.
Another thing, because I do know, I'm gonna say this, he is involved in very illegal activity. He does a lot of white powder every day. He's into that. I've seen him do it. He's involved with some illegal people that are dangerous. So I want to say, if anything happens, because he knows where I live and he's tried to leak my address, if anything happens to me or my family, I blame him.
Oh my gosh, Disney Channel ended. Nah, it's for real, like, that shit was so cringy hearing it out loud. And everyone that knows it, like, knows her, because we're from the same city.
Mm.
We're all
So
crazy.
you're saying she's lying?
Oh, like, what the fuck? Like,
I didn't say it. She said it. I mean,
no, this is the thing. Like, y'all just be believing everything on the internet.
Who's y'all?
Like, everyone that just watches, you know, our drama and everything. I mean, it's not serious because it's an app at the end of the day, but it's...
So you've never done powder?
No.
Ever in your life?
Wait, powder?
Like...
Oh. I'm not... No, pass.
What? Boy, you were so weird. In this next clip, Santos is talking about how Ashley allegedly sent him pictures of her, well, her nunu.
What's the craziest DM you've ever received?
Oh my gosh.
Are there a lot of them that you're thinking about?
I just... Miss Nunu...
oh, okay.
Miss Nunu showed me the Nunu. I need water.
On DM? She DM'd you her nunu. That's bullshit.
Yeah, no,
You're lying.
Didn't DM me, but she definitely like was trying to get at me way before everything even started.
In this next part of the interview, Santos is basically saying that he was Ashley's manager. And although I don't think that Santos was ever Ashley's manager in a professional, legitimate, legal way, I do think that he probably tossed that word around with her. Like, hey girl, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to show you how to do this social media thing. Because, you know, Santos, he's young. He knows how to do social media. He knows how to create content. He knows how to get views. And Ashley, she really doesn't. All she knows is that the crazier stuff she does, the more people watch her. And I think that's why she's kind of gone off the deep end. She knows if she says racist stuff, she's going to get views. She knows if she shows her nunu, she's going to get views. She knows if she doesn't take care of her kids, she's going to get views. She knows if she doesn't get them bed, she's going to get views. She knows that if she goes to random bars in Ennis, Texas and pick up twos, she's going to get views. She knows she's going to get views by doing like controversial things, but I don't think that Ashley really knows and understands how social media really works. And I do think that Santos did try to sell her a narrative that he could potentially help her like make this a legitimate career, which we all know that Ashley's not going to listen to anyone. And if she was going to listen to anyone, I don't know that Santos is the right person, in my opinion.
I was doing.
Manager?
Yeah, I was managing her and helping her out, like monetize the right way.
Wait, pause. So you were managing Miss Nunu's career?
Not the whole career. Like, you know, that's where people get it wrong, but like there's
you would push her, like meaning you would go live with her, you would promote her to go further. You guys became a character together.
In this next part of the clip, Camila's trying to press Santos about the fact that, you know, Ashley thought their relationship was legitimate, and I do believe that Ashley thought they had a relationship. I think that Ashley really does have a crush on Santos. I think that she has feelings for him. I think if he was ever to be serious and was like, Ashley, I love you so much, be my new sugar mama, she would like drop everything and just run to him faster than the wind. Like, I think Ashley is delusional, and I think Ashley would just drop everything and do whatever Santos says if he really truly gave her the time of day. And I think if Santos ever really needed clout, I don't think he's going to though, because he seems to be doing pretty good creating controversy on his own right now. But I think if he ever needed a boost, he would definitely use Ashley again, and Ashley would fall for it, in my opinion.
You guys became a character together. You guys became... So that was all for clout.
I wouldn't say necessarily clout, but I saw like...
Were you ever truly in a relationship and or had feelings for her?
No.
At all? And
Never.
she knew that?
Yeah,
it was
both agree with that.
She goes on live and cries over you, though. Like, it was a very emotional thing for her to go through.
Because she doesn't have friends. Like, all the people around her are my friends.
Like who?
Like, every single character from Miss Gold all the way to Chairs to freaking Marco, Bree. Like, they wouldn't have met if it weren't for me. Like, I was the one creating these teams, you know.
So this was all a marketing play for you? None of that was true emotional, and there was never intention of you having a relationship with her?
No. You know, business is business.
In this next clip, Santos is not really addressing, more dodging questions about the SA allegations that he has against him. And the one thing I do like that Camila did at the end of the podcast was give some of his victims a voice. Although I would have much preferred that Camila had those people on her podcast versus Santos. But we all know that Santos has more clout than the girls who made those allegations against him. But at least she did put them on her platform, so I do give her props for that. But I really wish she would have taken more time, thought, and consideration during this part of the podcast.
She go on social media and claim that. That is very serious. And if you just don't address it, you know what I'm saying?
I know, but the thing is, it's like, it's not even I can't even say too much on that because that girl knows, like, even there's witnesses for this shit. You know, there's an actual like lawsuit going against her. That's why she's not on the internet. Like, she was on the internet every single day.
She like hopped off because you're basically saying it's defamation. She's saying something that's not true about you.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's an ongoing investigation.
All right. No, like I'm talking about like for the next fucking person that you're gonna say is all part of the same fucking LA group.
So so all of these girls, you're claiming that they're just all in a friend group and they're like, how do we get Clout off of this?
That's the thing. Like, I can't really just explain and show y'all what.
But did you sleep with her?
No, I didn't sleep with any of them.
At all?
No, I mean the only one I slept with was my ex, but she was obsessed. She's like posts about me every fucking day.
Okay.
Like every day, like she just.
So you're standing 10 toes. You don't believe anything.
In this next clip, Santos is basically saying that he wished that he could do the podcast over, and I think we all know why.
You know, when the podcast come out, I don't know. I really hope we could redo it. If not, I'm just gonna go actually redo the podcast with like someone that lets me do it sober. It's my fault that I wanted. I'll pay for the studio so we could do the podcast again. The only reason I want to do it again with Camila is because she was asking serious questions and I was just goofing around.
In this next clip, we're back over at the Camila podcast, more specifically at the end of the podcast. And this is a clip that Camila has recorded after the podcast is completely done. Maybe after she's had some time to think about the podcast and process everything. And let's just take a listen to what she has to say.
Come on here and give these women a platform to be able to share their story. I want you guys to know that in the middle of this podcast, my head's jumbled. I have 50 flashcards in front of me. I'm trying to get through everything. I'm trying to get the answers that I want. I didn't feel like Santos was as receptive. It was a hard podcast to do. Definitely not as communicative. He didn't really give me a lot, and I felt like I had a lot to get through. But I want to use my platform to give these women a chance to tell their story. Please stay and watch the videos. I hope that you women find justice. I hope that you find peace. As a woman who has been through something like that, I take it very seriously, and my heart goes out to you. Please stay and watch their stories.
I also want to say that if you want to see the entirety of this clip, please go over to Camila's channel. This is at the end of that podcast. You can actually hear the victims or the alleged victims tell their story. But because of the graphic nature, the graphic details of their stories, I've decided not to put that on this platform. So please go over there, show them some support. And if you are a victim of SA, I will leave some links to resources in the description box or the pinned comment of this video. In this next clip, Camila goes on to the Canceled podcast, and she's basically saying how hard it was to conduct an interview with Santos. And although I do agree that Santos probably wasn't the easiest guest to work with because he was obviously not in the right frame of mind, I do also blame Camila for not being prepared. She should have done more research or had her team do more research. Her cue cards, in my opinion, should have had the question and then the factual answer to that question written on them. I think that would have made the podcast easier for her, and hopefully she learns from this experience, because I do think we can all agree that she did a phenomenal job with the Ashley Trevino podcast. Unfortunately, everything went downhill with the Santos podcast, and I would be really interested to see how good she does in a future podcast with a guest that's not from the Bop House. I don't think Camila is a bad podcast host. I think this was just a one-off and definitely a learning lesson for her in the future.
Santos, he showed up. Okay, this is like BTS. I haven't actually talked about this. Just, he shows up, right? Fried. I mean, absolutely out of his fucking mind, couldn't form, mumbling. He's like, he comes in, he's like, yo, I'm sorry, like, I'm just so fucking fried. Like, the entire time being like, I have cotton mouth, I'm so fried. He's sweating bullets. He's like, you know, can I have my boy up here? I'm like, who is he? It's his boy that gave him the weeks. He invited the plug. When he's sitting there, he gets up in the middle of the segment, and he's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, you've got up like 5 times, what am I gonna say, no? Right? So he goes, he comes back, and like, things get weirder. Like, he seems more like neurotic. Like, he's like, he's like, can I get water? And like, he's like, can I get water?
He's sane.
No, like he's just being more like, I need water. I need this. Like, or can we, he asked me in the middle of the podcast, can we redo this tomorrow? Like, can we do it again? I'm like, no. Like, so this is why I didn't say anything, because this is all alleged. I cannot prove that he did.
No, it's just your experience. Yeah.
But at the end, when he left, it was really awkward. He ended up leaving. It was fine. And he texted me. He was like, I'm sorry. I have the text message. He was like, I'm sorry I was fried. Right. I'm like, it's fine. Talking to my team and my, like, cause they were there, they go in the bathroom. They're like, look, I took this video as evidence just in case he ever tried to, you know, pin anything against you. But like, there's like these little tissues with like blood in the,
oh yeah, enough said.
In the trash can. He went on live the next day and said, you know, Camila, I feel like she was asking me such direct questions and like with her big blue eyes. And she goes, man, I just wish, he verbatim, I have the clip saved. He goes, I just wish someone would have let me do it sober.
But what do you guys think? Do you think that Camila just was trash on this podcast, that she should never do another podcast ever because she wasn't prepared, she wasn't able to control the interview, and she wasn't really getting answers? Or do you think Camila did the best she could with Santos, considering the fact that he obviously wasn't in his right frame of mind? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to stay up to date on all things internet drama, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Until next time,